sudden you're like he's forgot all those things. I don't know. He just started treating me like I wasn't the same person. I'm the same person I ever was. I mean, I know relationships and
So
stuff
when
change.
did he like when it all boiled down to it and y'all finally decided to call it quits? Was it more of you just decided to leave thing, or was it you have to go thing?
He never even spoke to me about it. He never told me that he had a fiance. I found out when he released C5, and on that Super Bowl weekend, I saw it on social media. I had no idea. He was still seeing me and not saying a word to me. And so I tried to talk to him after that. I was hurt. I mean, like, I cried and cried. Like, I was embarrassed. Like, how could you do that to me? You know, and then he tried to kind of ignore it, like he didn't want to talk about it. And then one day he just changed his number, and then he swiped on the DMs to block me. And that's when, but see, he's moody like that, and he does that to a lot of women. He'll block them, and sometimes they don't have anything but his DMs. But
Oh,
that's when I started packing everything. I was like, this is enough. This is it. And but we broke up a couple of times, but he always calls back, whether it's 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months or whatever. And but they've never involved a fiance. So when he reached out to me, I was already gone. And but he was like, "Where are you?" I was like, "I left." So he's reached out to me 3 times since then, and the last one being just over a week ago.
wow. So with him reaching out to you, was it more of a trying to tell you not to go forward with talking thing, or was it a checkup on you?
Yeah, check up on me, and I think he doesn't really. I don't think he necessarily believed that I left because I was always saying that I would leave, and I never did. But I mean, I think any woman can say, you can put up with a lot, but if they can't, if they move you there and you give up everything, your job, and you wouldn't let me work because you wanted me available to him whenever he wanted me to travel or whenever he wanted to see me. So I didn't have a job for 3 years. It's like I didn't exist. I didn't have anything without him. I didn't have any friends because I was isolated. I didn't have any family. And and then he doesn't tell me anything. I mean, how many women would go ahead and stay? I mean, how many
Sure.
times can the hammer hit you in the head before you say, "Wow, that hurt," you know? So I
Yeah,
left.
I
But
mean,
him,
a
to
lot
him,
of
it was
women have
like,
been in that position before.
yeah,
But I honestly, I just honestly do have to. I kind of do have to be a little biased at this point when I say this, as far as you explaining how y'all got there. Um, I don't know. Like, I guess I would figure you would have more of a strength than to just get up and go, especially to pack everything that you have to just go. But I can't tell you that because I know how love is. I done been there before too. So it's just like, at this point, I just want to know as far as with the book and as far as
mhm.
with where you're trying to go with telling your truth. Is it a truth that you want to tell in a way to let people know about this person intimately, or is it a truth that you want to just get out that you wasted your years of life, or like
No,
what is it that you're
I
trying
honestly
to
don't
really
feel like I
gain
wasted
from
it.
coming out?
Um,
Yeah,
I feel like that I don't want it to be a waste. It was I don't regret it. Um, it was an experience that otherwise I would, never have had many experiences if it weren't for him. I think that a lot of it, I kind of just want people to be more forgiving to him as well. That I think I lost you too. There we go.
no,
Um,
no, 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 no. I'm here. I'm here. That was my fault. I had a text message come through. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
um, but but yeah, I mean, I am a writer, and I mean, it just comes down to that. I haven't had a job in 3 years, so it's it's something that I need to do for me. It's time that I take care of me instead of just him, because that's what I did for 3 years.
So what were
But
you
it's not
doing
something.
before you met him?
I actually worked in commercial real estate for JP Morgan Chase.
Okay. So what's keeping you from going back into that field, if you don't mind me asking?
Uh, there have been a lot of layoffs. I also have, I mean, I've been with the two biggest banks in the U.S., and I have a great relationship with everybody I've ever worked with. They simply don't have the openings and stuff right now. It's been just like with a lot of companies, a lot of layoffs and stuff. So,
Okay, so at this point, you know that he's engaged. I'm pretty sure because the world is just kind of talking about it right now. And I know. Do you still love him?
I'll always love him. It doesn't mean I want to be with him, um, but I'll always love him. I'll always care about him. Yeah, but I don't want to go down that road again. I mean, sometimes when you go down a road and you fall and you get hurt, you might go down it again. But I've done it twice. I've gone back twice. I would do it a third time, but that doesn't mean that I don't love him and I don't care.
So when you tried to leave twice, when was this? Like, what made you go back?
Um, I mean, I didn't really have any other um, avenues to go. I mean, I didn't have anything. I gave up everything to be there. But you also have to realize, and in the book, I go into it. When somebody promises you and makes you promise back, almost in a threatening way, but that you're always going to be there forever. And I don't mean like just us exclusively, but that he's going to be there, I'm going to be there, and then things don't turn out that way. Then if you trust someone and you did that and you don't have anything to fall back on, what do you do?
True. So what's next after the book? Say you release the book, and everybody
Mhm.
sees the book or everybody buys the book. What's next? Are you gonna go back to bodybuilding? Are you gonna go back to commercial real estate? Oh my God, my comments, my freaking comments. I am trying not to look at my comments. I'm trying not to look at my comments. But
um,
anyway, what are you gonna do when once the book is released and everyone has access to the book? Which, speaking of which, make sure that you tell everyone how they can go purchase the book, when it's releasing, how much it is.
well, I don't know everything yet. I still have a business manager who's working on all that, because first it's going to be electronic copy before we get the hard copies out, and it should be in just a little over 2 weeks before the electronic copies are out. And once we get it, it should be on
Okay.
all platforms at that point. And then after that, it goes forward. But like I said, that's kind of a different person handling that for me right now. But the
Okay.
name of it is Whatever Happened to Mrs. Hollygrove.
So the name of the book is Whatever Happened to Mrs. Hollygrove.
Hmm.
That's what he used to call you.
It's actually what
Ah.
he would check me into the hotels under. So everywhere I went, I was referred to as
So
Mrs. Hollygrove.
okay. Okay, so y'all had little code names and stuff. How often did he fly you out?
Um, Well, it depended on where he was going and stuff. I mean, obviously, there were times he was seeing other women and stuff. So, but there, you would be amazed what you figure out later, especially when you meet people and you start talking. There were times that I don't know how we didn't pass each other, some of the other women, but he would fly me out a lot of times when he was on the road, and you never knew when. That's what he would do. His rule was, I have to keep my phone close and my bag packed so that whenever he called for me to join him, then his assistant, Deb or Lucy, would call, and they would get a flight for me, and I had to go right then.
Lord.
Yeah.
So basically, you was, no offense. Please do not get offended. I do not want to offend you. I think you're a wonderful woman. I'm not trying to offend you. But basically, y'all just kind of had like this sexual relationship. It was like, I hit you up, you come through, you
Well, no, there
work
was
me
more to
out,
it.
I
I mean,
work on you.
there was a time we were together, from the time I moved there until close to the release of C5. We saw each other 4 or 5 times a week, and I would spend a lot of time in the studios with him. And I've been to the studio that's in North Miami, his in Wynwood, as well as the one in LA. And so all of those different people
Okay.
at those places know me. And then we would go home, and I would spend the night with him a lot. Then sometimes he would have appearances at the
Wow.
clubs, and I would just go ahead and go home or stay and wait for him. So I mean, there was a lot more than
So
just
did y'all
sexual.
ever have like threesome? Y'all ever had
Yeah,
threesomes, all that stuff? Wow.
we only had,
You were, girl, you with the
but it was
shits.
only
Yes.
it 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 changed after C5. That's what I'm telling you. It changed after he got that money.
Okay, so after
He
the
changed
Carter 5, it just, okay.
every
Wow.
everything, and everybody said it too,
So,
because he would even bring in other people that thought they were the only ones seeing him, and then he would make me the person like kind of in charge. And you have to realize, I didn't know this was going to happen until we're there, and he can say things in a way that's very intimidating, very intimidating. So then they come in and they're trying to talk to me, and they're saying the same thing, like, why has he changed so much? I don't know, but it's not just me. Then you meet another person, and then another person, and they're all saying the same thing. I'm like, I don't know.
so did he ever have you finding women for him, or?
Yep.
Mm. Do he have a type? That's this is the main thing I really want to know right now. Not
I
asking for personal preference. I just really want to know, because a lot of people are like, when you think of Wayne's Mistress, everybody would have thought like, no offense or nothing, but like, Corinne Steffens when she had came out with the whole situation. So no one was expecting Wayne's Mistress. But with that
mm-hmm,
being
mm-hmm.
said, did he get you to get other women, or was there a particular type?
There were some characteristics that it'll be in the book, but I think overall,
Ooh.
people will be surprised to find out that, like, there was one time he told me somebody was joining us, and he's describing her and stuff, and he even said, she's not much to look at, but she's a really nice person. That's why I try to say he is not the same person that everybody sees. So what y'all think he wants, sometimes he just wants somebody that understands him. So, here he's with me that y'all don't expect, and he's bringing somebody in saying that there was one girl at the club who he had apparently been involved with before, and that when she saw him talking to her, she never spoke to him again because she didn't think that girl was good enough for him, and all he was doing was talking to her. So that's what I'm trying to say, is I wouldn't say he has a particular type, but there are some characteristics and things that he looks for sometimes. I would say he has a fetish.
Okay. Ah. I would just look at you sideways on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Girl. Okay. When you say fetish now, is it like Pornhub had your laptop fetish, or is it like it's just a little here, little there?
It's pretty big. It's gonna shock some people.
She said it's pretty big. This girl
It's a
got
pretty
the
big
tea. Why? Share. Sharing is caring.
thing. I can't yet, but like I said, it's
Girl, I'm waiting for it. Ooh, I'm not. I love.
yeah.
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and say this as a disclaimer once again for all the Wayne fans. Look, I love Lil Wayne. I am a Wayne fan too. So when I saw this, I did have to take it upon myself to know whom this lady is, but she's a genuine lady, so I wanted to hear her side. And as a woman, I'm gonna hear her side because there's two sides to every story. So whenever I can get the other side, I will gladly let y'all know. But as far as all the bashing and stuff in the comments about this woman, please stop it. Go ahead, just stop it. I can't tell you all to, just go because I don't want you to. You're entitled to your own opinions. But you were not there with her. You do not know what it is she went through with him. And if she's coming and trying to share her truth, just let her share her truth. If y'all got some real questions, ask. I will ask her for you. No biggie. But all that other extra, stop it, bruh. Stop it. Because at the end of the day, we all human. You like what you like. I like what I like. He like what he like. And apparently, he liked her if he was fucking on her for 4 years. No offense. No offense. No offense. So back to where we was at.
Yeah.
I had to, girl. I got tired of looking at the comments for a second. It kind of made me a little.
Well, I mean,
I don't think she's slandering Kim. She's telling her side. Like, I'm asking her questions. So if she's being honest, that's just her honesty. But I don't think she's just coming out just saying, "Oh, he's a bad person. Fuck Wayne." Like, nah.
no, it's not at all. And I never will, because I still think he's, the most talented artist that there's ever been. I will always admire him. If I were sitting here with him, I still care a lot about him. I just don't want to keep going down the same path. I mean, that's all there is to it. But I think he's a phenomenal dad. I think he is a great person who gave me things that I would never have ever had. I mean,
they keep saying for you to turn off your Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I was not trying to cut you off, I swear. But they keep saying for you to turn off your Wi-Fi because it's making it choppy.
Yeah, they had me do that the other day and it got worse, so let me try. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Hey, I see you. You're not choppy no more. You're not choppy no more. Good. Cool.
The other day when I did it, I could hear everything like 5 or 6 times, and it made it really hard for me to know what was being asked. So it's not doing that right now.
Okay, so now it's a whole lot better now. Like, I can actually really see you. Your connection is great. There's no lag. Cool.
Good.
All right, I got a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna just let you go for the night because we've almost been on here for an hour. So if if there's anything else you really want to say before we leave, after I've asked these questions, you can kind of get those in. Main question I want to ask is, what, as far as out of this book, and like I said before, out of you telling your truth, aside from telling your truth and gaining that, once this goes, it's already went public, so everybody's already knowing about it. What is it that you really, really, really is looking to turn this into? Like, how do you want to spin this narrative? Like, what is the narrative you're really trying to bring?
It's going to be hard to say until you read it, but it's like I sent him some of the excerpts from it before. I think it was on like March 21st or something. I sent them to him. In some ways, there will be a whole new set of fans for him because y'all think I'm bashing him, but I'm not. In some ways, y'all are going to be like, "Oh, hold on. I might want to, give Wayne a call," because I don't bash him. I mean, I think you're going to see that I'm saying really, really good things about him. I'm just telling you, or the average person, what it's like to be in the position I was in, to be just a regular person who never expected any of this to happen, who didn't know how to handle it, how he would get irritated with me at times about it, and other times be very understanding, and just how I handled it, and then how it just progressed. I mean, like I said, everybody thinks I'm saying bad things and I'm trying to ruin him. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be the opposite. I think it's going to make him just more, the notorious Wayne that.
You chopping up, baby. Your connection is messing up. Oh Lord, her connection is so choppy right now. What's going on, love? I need you to move around. What you doing? Well, while we wait on her connection to kind of catch back up, share this live. Oh, you're back? Yeah, like I was saying, while we waiting on her connection to fix back up, make sure that y'all share this live. We've already been on live for about an hour, so we should be wrapping up soon. Um, cut your wife. Hey, hey. Okay, there you go. There go, Mama.
I had to put the Wi-Fi back on. It just, I'm in such a remote area that it's just very hard to get a signal.
I can imagine because it seems like you know.
Well, I mean, like I
It
said,
seems like you're in a choppy.
I'm sitting here telling everybody that I'm never going to say anything bad about him. I'm telling wonderful things about him, and everybody automatically hates me and sends me death threats and stuff. And I don't understand that. I don't understand why people feel like they need to attack me when I'm not doing anything to harm him. This is just, this is what it's like in his life day to day. So I don't understand that.
Well, I do find the death threats to be a little bit much. I mean, like, what is the death threats for if you're speaking on the behalf of your vagina? That's your business. I don't feel like death threats is necessary if you're outing who you had sex with. That's your business. But some people they really go hard behind their artists, and that's not an excuse
But
or
that's
anything like that because fans do need to learn to kind of back up off of their artists or their people they're idolizing because you're idolizing another human being that has human tendencies as well. And once that human being does something that the fans don't agree with, they'll be quick to attack them, just like they quick to attack you. So, at this point, I just feel like the bullying on you is it's not necessary.
like I say,
But
I'm not doing anything to, I'm not doing anything that Wayne doesn't represent. I'm just telling what he's done. But we've all known that he's a womanizer. I never expected him to be exclusive, and I'm just telling what it's like. So it's not any different than the same lyrics that he raps about. I don't know.
okay, so with that being said, now that you visited that part of your life, you dated a rapper, you lived with him and everything like that. Do you think that would be something that you would do again? Like if he was to call you right now and then just be like, no, okay,
No, at this point, I don't want to ever date again in my life, to be honest.
wow, okay, well, I really do appreciate you coming and talking to me. Like I said, I was not expecting it. And yeah, this has been very interesting. You're a very pleasant woman. You've told a
Thank you.
lot, which I honestly feel like is your truth. And I honestly can't wait until the book comes out just so I can get a little bit more insight. Is there
Absolutely.
anything that you want to leave with before you go?
No, not really. I mean, I can't think of anything right now.
Okay. Well,
It's
I'm
just
going
kind
to
of
make
all,
sure that I'm praying for you. Huh?
oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I was just going to say it's kind of all overwhelming. I, I was going to say earlier, when people come at me saying they can't believe it, um, they need to realize every time I checked into his condo, and he's had three different ones during the time I dated him. You have to go through security. Every time I've gone to a hotel, if they don't think I've heard the front desk not believe it every single time, they'll need to think again. Because every single time I get asked, "Are you sure?" When I say what room number, yeah, I'm sure. And then that's when Deb's assistant or Lucy would have to call up there and verify so that I could get in. I'm used to hearing that. I'm not used to being threatened, though. So,
Yeah. I mean that's something I don't expect any woman, especially being in a situation like that and being somewhere where you have to isolate yourself, to get used to. I don't think the threats are necessary. The threat shouldn't be necessary.
well, thank you. I
But
appreciate it.
like I said, I'm praying for you. And I want you to have a safe night.
I wasn't an escort,
Good
by the
night.
way, Johnny boy.
Who said you were an escort?
Johnny boy.
Oh
I'm not an
wow.
escort. So, anyway,
Well, see, that's
uh,
maybe where they kind of get it confused from.
well,
They
I'm not an
probably feel
escort.
like at some point. See, thank you for clarifying that. So for everyone out there, she's not an escort.
Never have been. So,
Okay,
uh,
B, she came for him. She clapped at him. Yes, come for him, Kim.
well, I mean, at some point, if it continues on me, then Wayne and them are going to have to go public. And Wayne can't say, he can't deny that he knows me. Neither can, neither can Tyreek or Mac or Lucy or Dev. And I can go on and on. So it's y'all are making it worse for him, because if we have to come forward and they have to say something, what are fans going to do then? I mean, I just don't know why they can't just accept, but it's not my problem.
Well, I just want to make sure that you are safe tonight. Girl, please be safe tonight. I don't really like the fact that you let me know that they've been threatening you. I didn't know they've been threatening you, girl. I'm really going to have to put one up in the air for you as far as praying, because I don't like that. Not for no ladies.
Yeah, it's all the time, and so
But,
I have to report every single one of them.
so you report every time they threaten you, you report it?
Every single time it's a threat on my life, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Stay safe, honey. Report that.
I,
And are you protecting yourself? Like,
oh yeah, I'm in
are you
isolation,
good?
so yeah, like I say, this is the
Okay.
second time I've moved since in the last 2 months.
Yes, ma'am. So Mr. Austin wish you health and prosperity, but he do want you to answer his question. So I don't know what his question is, because he been saying it for a minute. So Mr. Austin, what's your question? What's your question before she go, Austin? Ah, man, he ain't answering. He's not gonna
All
answer
right.
it. So thank you so much for joining me on my live. You have been a pleasure. You have been a real
Thank you
pleasure.
so much. All right, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye. Okay, so as y'all, whoever been here with me from the beginning, that was Miss Rose, Miss Kim, and she shared her truth. As far as, I mean, it was a lot to take in. It was a lot to take in, honestly. Like, a recap of what she basically said. Yes, I was writing notes, so if y'all kept seeing me look over, I was over here making sure I write some notes down, because the rest of this commentary and this video, this whole live, is going to be available on my YouTube. I'm going to make sure that I post a link to my YouTube along with a screenshot of this live, just so I can have it for y'all to go back and look at, because she really did drop a lot of tea. And I don't know if y'all was really paying attention, because y'all been so busy up in here bashing this woman in my comments. Y'all gully. I just need to let y'all know that y'all go hard behind Wayne. Y'all was bashing her in these comments. Do you hear me? But that was not cool, because she's still a woman. And I'm going to make sure that she has her respect on my platform. But y'all was gully. Anywho, yeah, that was an interesting live, bro. Like, it was interesting. Do I believe everything? I don't know. Do I believe some of it? A good bit of it. Because a lot of that, you do got to think about it. How is she getting access to this person? How is she able to go to his condos, to the studios? She's naming his personal people. If it really wasn't true, his legal team would have been shut it down. They would have been shut it down. Just think about it. They would have been shut it down. They would have either paid her to let it go or what. But I don't know what receipts she got, but she gotta have something, because baby looked like she was in a bunker, and I just want her to be safe for real. I want her to be safe. I need y'all to leave her alone with them death threats. Yes, B. She has a lot of private pictures of this man. A lot of private pictures, DM, bank statements. I myself personally, I live not too far from Hollygrove. I live in New Orleans. So when she said Mrs. Hollygrove, and she was like the majority of the time when they meet up, it be in Hollygrove, I'm gonna tell you like this: downtown New Orleans ain't that far. It ain't far to get to them hotels. It ain't far to get to them executive suites. It's not far. It is not far. So I'm not sure. You know, I'm still putting the pieces together myself, but I'm gonna do the recap. Scotty, 230, you ain't gotta be so fucking mean. You really don't. Let's go be Miss Hollygrove 2 and 3. Girl, no, indeed. You sound like he got some baggage, baby. And I'm not baggage claim. I can't do it. I told myself 2020, I'm not dealing with no men with no baggage. But anyway, so recap. Her name is Kimberly Rose. She goes by Kimberly Rose. She's been dating Wayne since 2015, all the way up until January of this year when they stopped talking. She said she moved out of the apartment at the end of February. Um, as far as relationship, I still have yet to exactly. I want to know what that fetish is. I'm sorry, she is pure patience. Girl, you threw me off when I saw that comment. Because when she said that fetish, my stomach just, I want to know. I need to know, you feel me? Because it's levels to this shit. You got little bitty fetish, like, oh, that's what you went to. But then you got like, oh, that's that's how you rocking. And the way she was talking, I think he on one of them, that's how you rocking. And if he been fucking with her for 4 years, I'm pretty sure she been putting some on him. I don't know. I don't know. This is a lot of tea. His fetish was seeing like dark skins. It's on her page. I mean, I don't think I don't think people picking a particular race is a fetish. That's a preference. You feel me? I don't think that's a fetish. Because say if I like only Latinos or something like that, if I only like Latinos, that's a preference. That's something I prefer. That don't mean it's a fetish. That don't mean I'm just sitting here like, ooh, Latino. You know what I mean? Like, no. I think there's more to it too. But anyway, recapping, the basis of that relationship was basically like a give or take situation. You feel me? Like, she basically said that he was there for her during the time when she needed him, and she was there for him, and it eventually grew. Which I could believe something like that, because I done seen plenty of situations where guys done fell in love with their side chicks, and side chicks done fell in love with their side dudes, and it happens all the time. And just because the person is famous does not exclude it from happening. You feel me? Like, they're still human beings. She has a message where he said he prefers them not to be black. I don't know if that would be considered a fetish though. I think it's something else. I think it's a big one, because she didn't want to tell her that she's real cool, like real laid back. So I just know when this book coming out, I'm going to read it. just because I just want to know. It's nothing else to do. We on quarantine. Oh well. But thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate y'all for being here and for entertaining me as well as giving her a chance to tell her side. If there's anything else that y'all would like to ask of me before I get off of here, please let me know. Other than that, I will be coming to you guys tomorrow with, I think it's either men or older women. You know what, Leah Lemonade? I want to do a poll with that one too, because I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. Either I think it's older women on some, like, like what's that? You know how girls be having daddy issues and they go talk to older men. He might got some deep rooted mommy issues, and he go to older women to feel, that nurturing maternal love, and at the same time, all that. But then I think it might be both of them too. Hell, but we gonna be done. You said BDSM. I don't know. See, whether like he asked for a man or a woman. Oh, Leah, girl, you been sipping like I've been sipping then, cause I ain't gonna lie, I've been there. I'm there with you, but I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say allegedly. We're gonna use the words allegedly around here because I just got my little Instagram up. I'm not trying to have y'all take my shit down. No, indeed. We gonna say allegedly, okay? But I feel like that too. I feel like it's it got to be something for her not to share. But that's neither here nor there. Once again, thank you guys for joining me. Like how you put allegedly in them quotes, girl. Allegedly, yes. But once again, thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, I'm going to have this video up as well as the rest of the receipts, honey, because I do have receipts clustered together in my video on YouTube. I haven't thought of a good title for it yet, but I'm pretty sure by the end of this night, I will have a good title, and y'all gonna see it first thing on my page. So make sure that y'all go look for it and be checking for your girl, because I promise you, this is not the only time I'm gonna have someone on here letting y'all know from their perspective how things are rocking. So I'm signing out. Y'all be safe. Make sure that y'all practice social distancing. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Love each other from a distance. Bye.